Hello, good people. I hope you've been having a great week. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. This is a recap of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days, the tell all, part one and part two. Yes, we had part one and part two. I'm quite sure many of you have already watched it, you've seen it. I just want to just recap it. Let me do that. All right. I know it's days after, but it's all good. I'm going to record the video. I'm going to post the video. Thank you for watching, and if you would please like, comment. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And as I mentioned before, I hope you've been having a great week and everything's going well for you. All right, so 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. This is season 5, Tell All, part 1 and part 2. On part 1, this is like a good cast of on 90 Day before the 90 days. This cast is so interactive, especially with this tell all. Like, they all gave their input. We really didn't even need Sean on there because Sean, she's not asking really good questions. She's not asking questions that we really need answers to. And to me, it's like Jasmine should have been the host because Jasmine was asking questions that we needed answers to. Oh, kudos to Jasmine. She really made this thing very entertaining to me. So on part one, we start out with all the cast members arriving to the set. Well, arriving for the filming. So prior to them going onto the actual set where they're going to be sitting and having their discussions, they all have like this back room that they meet in. I'll just say like a lobby, a meeting room, waiting room, whatever. So they go into this waiting room. They're all coming in, and while they're like waiting to be called to the stage, they're like saying hello to each other and saying what they're excited to see or touch on, or who they're excited to see. And so Kimberly, she makes it known that she has a problem with Ella. She don't like the fact that Ella cheated on Johnny. So she's like disgusted with Ella. Like, okay, Kimberly. And so Gino's interested in Mike and Hamina. And it was a couple of more people saying, yeah, they was interested in that too, because, we ended with Mike and Hamina breaking up. And then, it's just like so much of was Hamina just using Mike for money. So like if she's truly a gold digger or Mike just being a fool. I mean, because Hamina did admit that Mike told her that she could quit her job. And so she did quit her job, and he was taking care of her and her whole family. But then, she didn't want to go on with the marriage. She didn't even want to sleep with him anymore. And she pretty much like grossed out and disgusted with him. That's how it was going on the season. So it's like, okay, like I mentioned before, it's Jimena being a gold digger, or Mike just being a plain darn fool, because even when she broke it off with him, he kept begging and was telling her that she wasn't going to get it any better than him or whatever. So, they've shared their points of views about they're interested in Mike and Jimena and how things are going to go for the tell-all. So Ben, and I pretty much skipped over Ben and Mahogany parts throughout the season because it seemed like they were acting. It didn't seem real, and it was so many rumors about them being actors or whatever. But Ben, he's like a pastor. He used to be a pastor or something like that. I don't know if he's still active or not. So anyway, he turns to Kimberly and he tells Kimberly in a nutshell that she was a predator, and that really pisses Kim off. So she kind of dropped the hat with trying to bash on Ella, even though she still like said she wasn't thinking about Ella, wasn't, she didn't care too much about Ella and what she did as far as cheating on Johnny. But being added himself to Kimberly's list, to her ish list, because he said that she was like a predator, because he did this whole spiel about it's men that's supposed to be the hunters, meaning that men are supposed to go after the women. It's not where the woman's supposed to go after the man. And that pretty much Kimberly probably scared Uzman off And he used that word predator, and the look on Kimberly's face, oh my God, she was not feeling that at all. So being ended up on her ish list for sure. It was funny, guys. It was funny. I hope you've seen it. If you did, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about it. So funny. All right, so before they do go on stage, Memphis, she shows up, and they all head on to the stage, and once they do get seated, and Sean is saying hello to everyone, she announced that was it Caleb and Elena, they're not going to join them because Elena, she got fired mid-season, I believe, for she I think she put some racist stuff out there. It came out that she was racist and some other things that she had did on social media. So they let her ass go. So her and Caleb are not there. So, but she said there was the person that was there in person to join the cast, and that person turned out to be Hamza. So Hamza is in the United States with Memphis. So he comes out on stage. I don't know why he had on those glasses, I guess for fashion, because during the whole season he was not wearing glasses unless when he came to the United States, maybe he went to an eye appointment and found out he needed some glasses. But if it's not something he needed, and if he was just wearing it for style, it was not a good style for him. And he should have gave him to Memphis because she's always like squinting or whatever, like maybe she needs some glasses, contacts or something, I don't know, or maybe she has like a little Tourette's like that other girl from the other season. Anyway, so Hamza's there, and we know that Memphis and Hamza, they had a baby. So it was true that Memphis was pregnant for him when those rumors were out um earlier, like months earlier or whatever. So yeah, they had a baby, I think a little girl. So Hamza's a daddy now, so they're really building their family. Congrats to them. So of course, Jasmine, she admits that she's insecure and afraid that Gino may be cheating on her or whatever. And she said that the whole month that he was in Panama, that they only had sex one time, that Gino prefers to pleasure himself, and so she has a problem with that. And so she has like this whole breakdown of saying how much she want him and need him, blah, blah, blah. And if it's not her pleasing him, who else is gonna please him? And that makes her think that he's cheating. So that was his. And she really, I mean, she says a lot of derogatory things on this show. It's ridiculous. Like, girl, this is TLC. This is not like HBO or Showtime where they have all that pornographic stuff, because you need to calm it down. So Sean, and they bring up about the topless pictures that Gino sent to his ex that Jasmine flipped out on him about during the show. And so Sean also asked Gino if there's anyone else amongst the cast that he's DM or been texting. I don't know, it seems like someone on my eyelid. And Gino, he denies it. He was like, no. And Sean's like, are you sure? And y'all know those producers, they really dig up some stuff. So they had some stuff on Gino. So Sean reveals that she knows that Gino's been DM. He went into the DM of Ben's friend. Ben has a friend. I think her name is Jennifer. So I don't know what made Gino reach out to the woman, but he was texting the woman. He didn't send topless pictures to her, but he texted the woman, and basically he said he only asked like if she was Sicilian, where she's from. But Gino, why? Why you worried about that woman? Why would you do that? And he's trying to deny it. And of course, Jasmine, she's like, what the hell? What are they talking about, Gino? And you better go ahead and tell the truth. She was like, I don't want to hear it from no one else. This is your opportunity to go ahead and tell me the truth. And he was like, well, she reached out to me first. Why would that lady reach out to you first, Gino? Really? Come on now. Come on. That was just... Mm, mm, mm. That was crazy. So I don't know, Jasmine. Maybe you do need to be concerned, because we know how Gino is. He seems to always stay in touch with his ex, and he likes to have sugar babies. Even though he's not, he said he's not working. So I guess he want them to take that stock money he has, because he said he has like 650,000 in stock money he got from the stocks or something like that. And so I guess that's why he just want to have a sugar baby here and there and just take care of women. But Jasmine's already locked it down as far as making him pay for her apartment, her apartment every month. We'll see what happens with Jasmine and Gino. It's a trip. Um, so as far as Uzman, and he really should be called Uzman. Uzman and Kimberly, um, here the producers go again. They wait to now to show Kimberly because she didn't know, but she saw on the show where Uzman reached out to Zara, his ex, as soon as Kimberly left Nigeria to come back to the United States. So of course, Kimberly, she's devastated by it, and she wants to know why Uzman would do such a thing. And then so he just get his boxers in a bunch, I would say, and he's just started yelling and screaming, "Oh, I didn't cheat. I wasn't cheating. It's nothing. I didn't cheat. I didn't sleep with her or whatever." But he was on the call with her saying, talking about love and rekindling the love he had with her. So it's like you have emotions tied up there. And so you have Hamza and everybody else on the cast there saying that it seemed real to them, what he was saying to Zara. And Kim was like, yeah, I also think it was something there too. And prior to getting to that part where they all gave their input, Kim really got upset and she jumped up and she ran off the set. She ran outside. Looked like she ran outside to smoke a cigarette because she really like a smoker to me. I don't know. I ain't seen no cigarette, but I was thinking, I was like, okay, maybe she going to get her a quick puff or something. But she ran outside all upset, and her son was there because her son had came out earlier and he gave his opinion about their relationship. Really, he's like, he really don't believe it or whatever, and it's just he didn't really get that whole potential thing as far as Kimberly being over there as a potential girlfriend. Really, the son was like, this is a bunch of BS, but I'm here to support my mom. Anyway, so Kimberly runs outside upset. Her son runs after her. She finally calms down. They come back on set, and she says, she agrees with everyone else that it seems that there was like a real connection and true feelings between Uzman and Zara, but she said that was something that her and Uzman would take care of later. I guess they'll discuss it later or whatever. So, and she even said that she was okay with him having another wife and that he could have kids with someone else because she can't give him kids, so she would not deny him of that. Okay, Kimberly, if you say so, if you say so. Um, so then we get to Ella and Johnny, and they get to the part about Ella cheating on Johnny. And Ella was just saying that she didn't know for sure if she would see Johnny and if he was coming or if their relationship was over. Okay, and then she said that their relationship was stable at this moment. That everything is good. They don't have a problem. They got over that. So here the producers come again, and this is part of the part 2 of the tell all. So part 1 ended with Kimberly running outside, right? Once they revealed to her that Zara and Uzman did like a FaceTime thing and they was talking about love or whatever. So that pissed Kimberly off. She ran outside and that was the end of the part 1. So then when part 2 came back on, that's when they went back to Kimberly's part where she's coming back inside with her son. And then her and Uzman, she said her and Uzman would just talk about it later. So then they move on to Ella. And I'm sorry, this is kind of jumbled, guys, but busy week. I'm a work in process. But thank you for being here. So anyway, now we on to Ella. And they touched on Ella cheating on Johnny. We saw that during the season. And she stated that that was something that happened. Johnny said he pretty much forgave her. They moved forward from that, and they asked of his status, and he's as far as coming to the United States, and he said he was going to be coming in February, which was going to be the next month because they taped this in January of 2022. Here we are in April, and I saw a status update that he still has not made it here, so I don't know what happened. So I don't know if they're still currently together, or maybe there's some more rules and regulations over in China, and or maybe things got delayed from all the different procedures he would have to go through the quarantine before he came to the United States. So Johnny still ain't made it here. So anyway, before we move on from Ella, she asks Ella, was there anyone else or anything else that happened after the initial cheat on Johnny? And Ella was like, no, nothing else has happened, or whatever. And Sean was like, well, what did you do for your birthday? And everybody was like, what the hell she did now? Kind of found out Ella, she been on them Asian, what is it? White woman meets Asian because she love an Asian man. She's been on the site, and she had a guy to fly over to United States. Now, how did he get over here to United States so quick, and it's taking Johnny forever? That's what Sean should have asked. See, that's what I'm talking about. She don't ask the right questions, because that was the chance she should have said, wait, now how did this guy you met online that was Asian made it over here? Unless he's coming from a different part of China, because I know China's pretty huge. So maybe it's different rules and regulations, but I don't see how it could be different if they're all coming from China. Anyway, but she had an Asian guy that she met on that dating website to come over for her birthday. And he flew over to the United States for her birthday. And they hung out for her birthday. And not only did they hang out, he stayed at her house. She said, in the other bedroom, and they didn't do anything. But I wouldn't trust that if I was Johnny. Poor Johnny. And all Johnny could say was that in his Chinese culture, they don't believe in open relationships. And that was something that was hurtful to him. But he knows that he has to get to Ella, because Ella is horny. She's like, and she's thoughting it out. She's living up to it. She's taking care of it, Johnny. So if you don't want Ella, you don't want to come to Ella with her having so many miles on her from other men, you need to get here, bro. I'm telling you, you need to get here, bro, ASAP. So of course, you have the others, such as Jasmine, telling her that there's other methods she could take, especially if she wants to be in a long distance relationship. And yeah, it is hard to be away from your significant other in a long distance relationship. But Jasmine started telling her she could get toys and plastic. And then, of course, she goes into what she's doing. We don't want to hear that, Jasmine, but it was funny. So, and then you have Uzman to my, yeah, get toys. And then you have in Hamza and Memphis telling her that she could do sexy time like them or whatever. So like everybody's giving her advice about things she could do. And then Memphis asking her to my, what, do you have a problem? You just want to be coddled all the time? You have an issue? She got an issue more than coddling, girl. She's getting to the business. She ain't like she's just going out getting hugs. She getting hugged. You know what I'm saying? So Ella got a serious problem, and hopefully Johnny will get to her, because she is on fire. She is in heat. I don't know. Maybe she lives on a farm. I don't know if it's something being around those animals or what's going on with Ella. But yeah, cheating is bad, but I prefer hearing about her with a man than with animals, because there's some weird people out here in these streets, in this world, this crazy world, right? So she denies anything happened, so hopefully she didn't with that guy that came over. But that was some weird stuff, and everybody was like, he came over, he didn't get a hotel, and she was like, well, she wanted to save him some money. All right, okay, Ella, okay. Mm, 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 mm. All right. And so all right. So being in Mahogany, I'm not gonna even touch on them. But Ben's friend Jennifer, she came on stage. The one that they said Gino had been DMing. So she come on stage, on Ben's behalf, but I'm not gonna cover him. But when she does come on stage, her and Jasmine get into it because it's already been revealed to Jasmine that Gino had been chatting with her with this Jennifer lady and everything. And so Jasmine flips the script and she's like, it's like she's accusing that woman. Well, I guess she's believing what Gino said, because Gino said that the lady Jennifer reached out to him first. So Jasmine started flipping out, saying that she's just there for attention. She started calling her a B and saying that she don't believe anything she's saying, because the lady, she was saying stuff about Mahogany. She really didn't know. She really thinks Mahogany was just using Ben or whatever, because she had asked Ben for $1,000 and he gave it to her and he hadn't even met her. No video chat, no nothing. I said I wasn't gonna go over them. But anyway, so that's Jennifer's whole purpose of being there. But instead of it being based on Ben's story, it turns out that Jennifer and Jasmine got into it, and Jasmine was going off on her. And then, like when a Hispanic person or any person that speaks different language, they start out talking English, and when they get upset, they twist their English and their native language altogether, and you cannot understand that shit. So nobody could understand what Jasmine was saying. You just know she was pissed off at the woman. She was mad. So I don't know. That was crazy. Really, really crazy. All right. And so in between all this, we have Memphis, who gets up saying that she has a headache, that she needs to get Tylenol, and she just gets up and walks off stage. And so they go into like a break, and we hear Hamza looking for her or whatever. And then when they do come back, it's where Memphis has changed out of her dress that she was in, and she's in like her street clothes with jeans and jacket and stuff, and she has a mask on, saying that she has sleep because she's been throwing up and she's not feeling well. And so we still dealing with like a pandemic, right? We're still within the time frame of pandemic. Well, yeah, it's the time frame is still going on. It's not completely over. So they heard and got her ass off the stage because they don't know what's going on with Memphis. Rumors in the street is that Memphis left because she didn't want things to come up about them. But I don't think that was going to be anything. I think it's just rumors out there, because Sean, she don't really ask that many deep dive questions. So I don't even think she would have really got into them about anything as far as rumors in the streets or whatever. It's been different blogs, and I've seen different videos about Memphis and Hamza not being together. I think they're just trying to keep their names out there, so to speak, because I also heard that they're gonna continue to be on TLC. So I don't know if it's gonna be the 90 days happily ever, since they have the baby now and he's here in the United States. So it's like their marriage really has progressed really fast, as far as like him getting his visa and coming here to the US and everything. So I'm quite sure they're gonna be on another franchise of the 90 days, so we can continue to see how their relationship is going, just like we've seen with so many different couples that come on 90 Day Fiance. So I'm not believing all the hype that's out there. It's entertaining, but I'm not believing it all. So Memphis leaves, but Hamza stays, and he might as well have left too, because he had a translator there. But yet and still, Sean, she didn't ask questions, like, or maybe she did, but they didn't air it. But I wanted to hear, okay, so how are things now that you're in the United States, Hamza? How are things with the ex-husband? Have you met him? How are things with you and the kids? Because Memphis already had kids, so are you getting along with the kids? I mean, she didn't ask questions like that. She just said congratulations on the baby, and his excitement about him being a father. And of course, he's missing his mom and sister. And he mentioned that he was going to have his mom come over here. I pretty much saw that as the ultimate goal. Those people, like, it's so many people. It's not everyone, but there's so many people that want to come to the U.S. You can come to the U.S. and there's jobs out here. You can go to work, and they probably make more than they've ever seen in their life. And it's an opportunity to have a better life. And no, the United States is not the only place where you can do that, but it's one of the key places, right? So of course, if someone comes over here and they don't want to just leave their family behind, and if they can get their family over here, then great. And then also, now that he has a child, um his mom would be like one of the perfect people to come, and she can help teach the child the language and things like that, and of course he's Muslim, so it's like a lot with the religion and all that stuff. So but I was like, wow, they're not gonna really use the translator as far as like asking those types of questions or Hamza. So all right, so we get to Mike and Humina. Hmm. They are the couple for the season. They are the hot mess for the season. So Mike lets it know, and see, yeah, Mike is here in the United States, and like everyone that's not in the US, they're on the like the TV thing. We could see them. I guess they zoomed in. I don't know how they dial in, but they all have dialed in. So we see Mike, and then we see the prompter with Hamina on there. So she is there. And then Mike friends come, his friend and the friend's girlfriend, the one that did the translation for him during the season. And Hamina don't like that girlfriend. She don't like her because she was the one who really broke things down for Mike, and she told Mike to just leave from over there because Hamina was just using him for his money. So the truth hurts, and that truth was hurting her her gold digging, if that's what she was doing, and I really didn't understand it because she had also revealed to Mike too that well, she didn't say she was using him for money. So I guess that's the part that Humina don't like, is that someone else said it. But Humina did tell Mike that she didn't love him, and that she didn't want to marry him, and she stopped sleeping with him. So but I guess, yeah, like I said, I guess she just didn't want other people to be saying that she's a gold digger and using her. And maybe because the girl is also Hispanic, and she's the other young lady is very beautiful, so maybe she got a problem with all that. So let's see. Um, so Mike and Hamina, apparently they're saying they're back together, and she wants to see that he has changed his bad habits and that they're gone. I guess as far as him just being gross, he take his clothes off and just leave them everywhere. He would be on top of her and passing gas, burping and stuff in her face. So all that disgusting, nasty stuff. Like, man, you should have known better than that. Anyway, I wish somebody would be on me and do that. Ugh, that's nasty. And so oh, the friend name is Nelsie. And so the guy, his name is John, and his girlfriend name is Nelsie, and these are um Mike's friends here in the US. And so John and Nelsie, um of course, they've been voicing their opinion, telling Mike that he needs to just let Hamina go, that she's a gold digger, and this is just too much. And with them talking and saying all that, Hamina, she jumps up, she takes the mic off, and she walks off. And Jasmine, she's just saying that Hamina's just keep on until she's just gonna keep on until she destroys Mike. And there's so many other women out there for him, and that she can even introduce him to other women, put him on him. She could put other women on him that would treat him better. Because Mike is still fully providing for her, and now he gets mad at his friends because he thinks that they ruined his chances for a second, ruins his chance for a second opportunity with Hamina. And Hamina had already said that she would try when they go on vacation together. And you have Hamza, who's putting in his 2 cents, and Hamza's like, dude, does this lady have voodoo on you? Hamza's thinking that she got some witchcraft on him. Like, she is a Jezebel though, Hamza, so she got something going on. And so no, Uzman was the one thinking that Uzman was saying that she has voodoo on Mike, and he was telling everyone, he was like, all of you there in America, help him. You need to help him. If I was there, I would help him. Like, Uzman, what are you gonna do? What do you know? What do you know to do? How can he get that voodoo off him, Uzman? Tell us what to do. Tell us what happened. And then Hamza's telling him to listen to his heart. And then, like everyone's looking and shaking their head like this girl is not into you and she's just gonna drain you. She's just there for the money. Hamina don't want to hear none of that. She had walked off. She came back and she's still like very upset that Nelsie is there, and Mike tells Nelsie she needs to shut up, and she was like, "Shut up!" And he was like, "Or leave." And so Nelsie jumps up and she walks off stage with her boyfriend, tell her to come back, but she continues to walk off stage. So it's just like a hot mess, whatever. So the show ends up wrapping up, and then after the show, we see Mike on the phone with Hamina, and Hamina was saying, "Oh, I love you, and why you listening to them? You shouldn't listen to them. We're gonna go on vacation together. They're gonna, I can't even say the name of the place. Some place they're supposed to be going to. I heard it was really beautiful. Cartagena, something. But anyway, she's professing her love to him and saying that they are gonna get married, and she's telling Mike that she's upset and mad with him that Nelsie came, and Mike saying that Nelsie and the guy is not his friends and other people have nothing to do with them and they're not gonna be in their relationship. And they were saying that they love each other so much and that they were going to work on their relationship when they go on vacation together. And then Hamina was saying that she's also going to work and they're going to live together and they're going to get married and they're going to do everything. So other people can't say that what they have is not not true. So it's a hot behind mess. We'll see what happens. We'll keep following to see what happens. So that pretty much was 90 Day Fiance season 5 before the 90 days. Tell All part 1 and 2. It was crazy. I like Sean, but I think they should change the host of the show. Sean just need to dig deep with the questions, like ask better questions. I think we have another season of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days coming up. It seems that they have a whole new cast of couples. So we have some more interesting people to get to know. And also I like to watch it to see, just to get a feel of the different cultures and how people interact with different cultures. And it's also like interesting to see when the people actually come here to the United States, like they thinking they're kind of I really feel a lot of people, especially a lot of foreign people, when they look at the United States, they're only looking at like New York and Miami and Atlanta and LA, like those places that's like the lights, camera, action. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking about places that are rural, like places you can go to and you're not gonna even have a mall or a Walmart, or not even realizing that over here in America you have to work. Whatever you want, you gotta work for it. We works over here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm on this YouTube now, trying to have things going on. Even though I work a full-time job, I even have a part-time job. Like, we're always hustling. So you just can't come over here and just chill out. Everything's on the grind. And even if you do come over here, you can't, and you are chilling, you have to know that your mate is going to be out there grinding. So they're not going to have as much time for you. So I don't know. It's always interesting to see when people from other countries come and they get that rude awakening, like, nah, it ain't as easy as you think it is, boo. Nope, 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 nope. All right. So thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. I hope you continue to have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.